welcome back to our channel. So, since it's the fall and Thanksgiving and Christmas is around the corner, today we're gonna make some apple pie. So come kick it with us and make some apple pie. Okay guys, let's get started. But first, let's go through the ingredients. Apples, the star of the show, of course. Flour, cinnamon, cornstarch, brown sugar, and don't forget your pie crust. Okay guys, so now I'm gonna start peeling the apples. Okay guys, now I'm on my last and final apple, so I'm gonna get that peeled, and then I'm gonna go cut them and core them. Okay guys, now I'm coring and cutting the apples. Once you get to this step after they're peeled, cut, and cored, you have to move really quick because they'll start to turn brown. You can put lemon juice on them to stop that and prevent it, but I do not have any lemon juice, so I'm just gonna hurry up and move quickly. And this is what I use to core and cut them. If you don't have one of these, you can just use a regular good old-fashioned knife. Okay guys, I'm about done. This is my last and final apple. Here we go. Donezo. Okay guys, now we're ready to start adding our dry ingredients to our apple pie filling. Let's get started. Okay guys, I don't really put too much sugar on the apples because they are gala apples, which are naturally sweet. And the cinnamon goes in there, and cinnamon, the apples, and the little bit of brown sugar marry together. It just tastes so good. So I'm only gonna put a little bit. I'm just gonna put a spoonful for all these apples. Tablespoon. Okay, so I leave this for a couple of minutes so the sugar starts to marry into the apples and it gets that nice wetness to it. I'll be right back. Okay guys, you see how it makes like a nice coating over the apples, and it makes it start to get that wetness. Okay. Now that's the look you're going for. Okay guys, so now I take a tablespoon and a half of flour and I put it in a bowl. Okay, so now you have your tablespoon and a half of flour. Now you take a tablespoon and a half of cornstarch. Okay. And now you take a tablespoon of cinnamon. Take a fork, Mix that all up like so. Now I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna give my apples another stir. Okay. Now that I have all the brown sugar mixed into the apples, now what we do is we taste it to see if it's to our liking.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Go ahead, grab it. Got it? Okay, just one. Whoa.
Yeah,
Good.
baby. It's on point.
It is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
I don't like to tell anybody how to cook because everybody's different. Different folks, different strokes. So you might like it sweeter, you might like it a little less sweeter. So everybody make it to their liking if you decide to make this recipe. So now I'm going to add the flour, cornstarch, and cinnamon mixture. What this does is it makes everything bind so it's not a big watery, runny mess. Now that the flour, cornstarch, and cinnamon is in on top of the apples, now I'm gonna stir it in and mix this all nicely and coat it just like so. If you don't do this step, your apples will get runny and it will make your apple pie watery. So it just thickens it a little bit because of the sugar. When you put the sugar on the apples, that's what makes the water. So if you decide to make this recipe, don't forget that step because it will be a nightmare on Elm Street. Okay guys, so now I'm gonna let this sit and I'm gonna roll out my pie crust. I floured my cutting board and I took my dough out of my plastic wrap and I put it on here. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start rolling it out. And then you just need to put a little bit of flour on your rolling pin, just like so. Start rolling. Roll this out nice and slow, just like so. Okay. Now you want to turn it so it starts getting that round shape to it. Now I'm just gonna keep rolling this till I get the round shape that I'd like. Now guys, if you don't wanna make your own pie crust, what you can do is buy those pre-made ones at the store. They're just as good. I will be doing a future video of homemade pie crust. Okay guys, now I'm gonna take the pie crust and place it in the dish, just like so. Okay? Now, you gotta let all the air out in the bottom. Just gotta do this a little bit. So you get your crust nice. Okay, now that the pie crust is in the pan, in your pie dish, take a fork and poke some holes So now that I poked these holes in the bottom of the pie crust to keep it from getting soggy and steamy, I'm going to add the apples. Here we go. Okay guys, give the apples a stir. There's nothing like a fresh apple pie in the fall. The smell that goes through the house while it's cooking. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. Okay, so we got all these apples mixed up. Let's get these babies in the pie. Okay guys, now that the apples are in the pie crust, I'm gonna roll out my other pie crust and put it over the top. Okay, so last and final step, top of the pie crust is over the apples. Now I'm gonna take this pie crust and push them together. Take the top and the bottom, and I roll it. And I make some slits. This releases all of the steam. Okay guys, last and final step, you're gonna take this foil and put it around the crust to prevent it from burning. Put the pie on a cookie sheet and get this baby in the oven. Yeah, baby, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay guys, I just took the foil off and now it's gonna go in for another 15 minutes and then it's done.
Oh yeah, baby, yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is the finished product. Our pie is done. So thanks for watching. And if you decide to make this recipe, we hope you like it.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and share this video.
Bye.